I'm John Gardner, and this is our company called Innovations, and I'm the inventor of the O2VIVE skincare program that you use. Okay, I sold the system in 2000 to continue research on a total skincare program that involved intrinsic and extrinsic oxygen of the skin. So we recently just patented, it's patent pending now, the new oxygen skincare program, and it's called O2VIVE. It involves intrinsic as opposed to just extrinsic.
Okay.
And the whole world of cosmetics has been doing extrinsic. We're the only company that has added an intrinsic line. And just briefly, the intrinsic line has to do with nutrition. It's called Skin Sip. This is a product that has all of the necessary nutrients, antioxidants, enzymes, minerals, just for your skin. So prior to the client coming in and laying down and being comfortable, they come in, they sit down very nicely, and you talk to them about the experience that they're going to have, mainly the intrinsic portion, and you mix this nice little drink for them. And they drink this comfortably there, and you tell them while they're drinking exactly what's going to be happening inside their body. And what's going to happen is these radical scavengers are going to displace itself throughout your whole body, not allowing any radicals formation, helping to increase their superoxide dismutase inside of our body. And all this lasts for about 45 minutes. And it's only for the skin. If there's any residue left over, it does go out to the liver and the kidneys and help those organs too. But this is only targeting the skin. This is the first ever skin care product that you drink. That's nutritional. Then we have, then you will go into the last part of the intrinsic portion, which is oxygenation from the inside, using natural oxygen. We patented a respiratory device that was recently successfully tested in Denver, Colorado at National Jewish Memorial Hospital. And what they found out for us that we knew in our examination and development of the product was that this exercise device increases oxygen inside your body, just from the outside, through natural air. Despite breathing and exercising through these devices, what happens is you increase oxygen availability to the cells. That happens for about 45 minutes, so your oxygen intake increases as well as your oxygen uptake, which is fantastic. So this is the first ever cosmetic natural oxygen system available on the market. Okay. Now, the information that's coming out now concerning intrinsic values and intrinsic modalities for cosmetics includes increasing respiratory, breathing availability. This increases respiratory muscle strength as well as increased oxygen inside your body. It's developed by respiratory therapists, of which I am one. Okay. And this only takes 4 or 5 breaths. It's a natural, holistic approach where after your client has drunk their skin sip, then you take them through the breathing portion. And it's more like a mantra, almost like a yoga kind of a situation where you have an exercise format where you show them how to abdominally breathe, sit comfortably and center themselves, and do the exercise. Okay? Now, the benefit of this too is that the client may, you or you yourself, may want to have the client take the exercise device home. And these are all of our disposables that comes with you. Comes with it. This is the exercise portion of it also. This goes home, and then we'll have this in nice little packets. Disposable little straws, you just break it up and put it in an 8-ounce water, shake it up and drink it. We're going to do this every day to increase oxygen availability to their skin, as well as increase the respiratory strength and help them to breathe. The respiratory physiologists are saying now that the problem with aging, and that we've never addressed, is that aging of the skin is due to lack of oxygen. And lack of oxygen is due to improper breathing, ineffective breathing. We're high breathers. Stanford just did a study right now that says 157 heart attack patients that they had, they evaluated all 157 of them and found them to be high chest breathers. That's not the way we're supposed to breathe. If you notice, you put the baby flat on the table and watch the baby's stomach go up and down, that's the correct way to breathe. It's called abdominal breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. So this exercise, it does both of those, plus adds more oxygen availability to your cells for 45 minutes. But that's all you need. So when you go into the extrinsic portion, you have now cells that are available to receive nutrients externally as they're receiving nutrients internally. Okay? So it's a two-pronged attack. Intrinsic, extrinsic. VIVE, O2VIVE, which is our logo. VIVE means vital intrinsic, variable extrinsic skincare system. Okay? Now here's the tricky part. I explained to you about the oxygen. This machine that I produced 14 years ago, that I patented, delivers 100% oxygen. Okay. But at the time, when I did that, I knew that oxygen was a Jekyll and Hyde molecule, that it can have sinister qualities, but you have to have nutrients inside of it that would harness the oxygen to maintain it as a nutrient. If you didn't, then it would become a Jekyll and do some serious damage. Unbeknownst to me, and I was very naive at the time, I was 12 years younger, now I'm 12 years wiser, there became a tremendous outpouring for oxygen. Everybody and their mama wanted oxygen. And they didn't know about the harnessing effects of maintaining the oxygen molecule as a nutrient. So we have all these oxygen companies selling all these oxygen systems to all of these estheticians that are not giving quality nutrition for the skin because of the harnessing effect of the oxygen molecule. But this new system delivers what's called isobaric oxygen. This is the amount, concentration, and percentage of oxygen your skin was born in.
So like an isobaric chamber type. Okay.
Right. And we've gone to a medical company here in the United States who are very, very strong, and they've developed this technology for us. Okay? And we've had an input as to what concentrations it should be, the percentage of it to be, and the flow. So, keep it in mind, oxygen is a sinister molecule. This is only a nutrient. Isobaric oxygen is the way of the future. You know, the high concentration of oxygen is dead. In about 2 more months, it's going to be dead. So you guys are kind of ahead of the curve. But you and a couple other people that we were also talking to. And I'm excited about this because the quality of oxygen skincare, now I've put a whole new system completely out of reach of anybody forever, because this patented device cannot be duplicated, because they have no concept of what isobaric oxygen is. They understand hyperbaric and hypobaric, but they don't understand isobaric and how to encapsulate it and maintain it as a nutrient. So we've cornered that market, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that if you notice with your nebulizers, you're using medical nebulizers, and those are illegal. You can't use those in cosmetics. The FDA specifically says that do not use for medical purposes only.
Right.
So we've developed a cosmetic nebulizer that outperforms that nebulizer 20 to 1. And when you'll start to see how this operates, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Okay? So there's several things that are in there when we start training you on the system. There's just eons ahead of any of your technical knowledge. It'll place you actually into therapeutical mode, where you start talking about the internal dynamics of the homeostatic mechanisms inside the body, the breathing, how important oxygen is to the cells at different levels of the epidermis. So there's just a lot of stuff, and it's not something that you don't understand.
And that nebulizer can actually be opened and cleaned.
Oh yeah, this can be, you take this apart and clean it.